Hello everyone, it's Chantel from Crochet and welcome to this tutorial on how to crochet a no-sew amigurumi turtle. If you would like the PDF version of this pattern, please check out the description for more details. So the materials that you'll need include a 5mm crochet hook, a darning needle, a stitch marker, I personally use a bobby pin, as well as some scissors. You'll also need 2 colors of super bulky yarn, one for the body and one for the shell, some polyfill stuffing, as well as 18mm safety eyes. And please pause to read the terminology and abbreviations you will need to know for this video. So to start, we are going to create the head. So taking the turtle color yarn, you are just going to create a magic ring. And then for row 1, you're just going to work 8 single crochets into the magic ring. So by the end of the row, you should have a total of 8 stitches. And then for row 2, you're just going to work 8 increases around, so by the end of the row, you will have a total of 16 stitches. Now for the next 4 rows, rows 3 to 6, you are just going to single crochet around. So that is a total of 16 stitches per row for a total of 4 rows. And this is what your work should look like so far. And then for row 7, we are just going to do 8 decreases around. So by the end of the row, you will have a total of 8 stitches. And then to finish off the row, you will just slip stitch into the next stitch and fasten off. And then you are going to stuff the head and insert eyes between rows 3 and 4 on opposite sides of the face. We are now going to get started on the body or the shell of the turtle. So to start, we are once again going to create a magic ring. And then for row 1, we are just going to work 8 single crochets into the magic ring. So by the end of the row, you will have a total of 8 stitches. And then for row 2, we are going to increase to 16 stitches around. So to do that, you are going to do a total of 8 increases around. And then moving on to row 3, our last row of increasing, we are going to do a single crochet and then an increase for a total of 8 times. So by the end of the row, you will have a total of 24 stitches. And then for the next 2 rows, rows 4 to 5, you are just going to single crochet around. So that is a total of 24 stitches per row for a total of 2 rows. And then for row 6, we are going to start attaching the head. So to start, we are going to work 10 single crochets. And then we will attach the head. So taking the turtle head that you have previously made, you're going to hold your turtle body and head how they should be positioned once you have finished your turtle. And then you are going to flip the turtle's head back towards you. And then folding the turtle head in half, you will work in the back 4 stitches of the turtle's head. So going through one of the stitches, you will then insert your hook into the next stitch of the turtle body and complete a single crochet. Then you will repeat the process going into the next stitch of the head and then the next stitch of the body. You'll do another single crochet. Then you will do that for a total of 4 single crochets. And then just take this time to make sure that the head is positioned properly and not on an angle. And then continue the row with another 10 single crochets into the body, so by the end of the row you will have a total of 24 stitches. And then for row 7 we are going to do the same thing. We are going to do 10 single crochets, then 4 single crochets into the head, and then another 10 single crochets for a total of 24 stitches. So here I have finished the first 10 single crochets. So then working in the other 4 stitches of the head, you'll work into the next stitch of the head, the next stitch of the body, and create a single crochet. And then continue that until you have done 4 single crochets through the head. And then you're going to do your last 10 single crochets of the row through the body. And then at the end of the row, you are going to color change to your turtle's body color, most likely your lighter color. And then getting started on row 8, we are going to work in the back loop only. So to start, we are going to do 2 single crochets and then a bobble stitch. So to do a bobble stitch, you will yarn over, insert your hook into the back loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 of the loops. So essentially, we're going to do half of 5 double crochets. Not a half double crochet, but half of a double crochet. And you will continue this process until you have 6 loops on your hook. And then you will yarn over and pull through, and then you will continue on with the row. For the remainder of the row, you will do 5 single crochets and then a bobble stitch, and then 6 single crochets and then another bobble stitch, 5 single crochets and then another bobble stitch, and then 2 single crochets to finish off the row. And by that point, you should have a total of 24 stitches. And then for row 9, we are going to start decreasing. So you will do a single crochet and then a decrease for a total of 8 times. So by the end of the row, you will have a total of 16 stitches. Here I am just fastening off my yarn quickly before starting on row 9. And once you have finished decreasing to 16 stitches around, you are just going to start stuffing. And then getting started on row 10, our last row, you're going to do a total of 8 decreases around. So by the end of the row, you will have a total of 8 stitches. And then once you have finished that, you will just slip stitch into the next stitch to fasten off. And then taking your darning needle, you are just going to sew the opening closed. I like to weave my needle through the front loops only of the last 8 stitches because I find this helps give me a cleaner fasten off. But do whatever works best for you. Once you have finished closing the opening, you're just going to create a knot and weave in your ends. And this is what your turtle should look like so far. We are almost done. So now, taking your shell color, we are just going to insert our hook into one of the front loops only of row 7, attach our shell color yarn, for me that is dark purple, chain 1, and then starting in that same stitch, we are going to start working 2 single crochets and then an increase for a total of 8 times around. So by the end of the row, you will have a total of 32 stitches. And then once you have finished your 32 stitches, you are just going to slip stitch into the first stitch that you made to fasten off. And after weaving in my ends, this is what the turtle should look like. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content such as this. Just a reminder that if you would like the PDF version of this pattern, check out the description for more details. And let me know in the comment section if you have any pattern requests for future no-sew makes that you'd like to see me create for you. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.